Let me just tell you that Femi Adefeso has joined us and is taking the place of Yemi Adebayo. Wale Adigun is still very much around on the show. Femi, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight.
Always a pleasure. I like the Yemi, Femi switch.
Yeah. It's good. Yes, it's good. Even the Wale. All right. Before we talk basketball, let's just quickly tell you, for those of you that have been following the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, the final will be played tomorrow. And it's just a repeat of the final 2 years ago. And if these two countries continue with the kind of investment they are making in youth women football, they will keep playing the finals of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. I'm talking about Japan and North Korea. Those two teams have been the best in this competition without any doubt. Their heads and shoulders and arms, everything above the rest. All right. The third place, Venezuela against Spain, two teams that also punch above their weights in the competition, will also make for a good game. Yeah. But I think all eyes will be on that final game. The two best teams, you can be sure we have a spectacle on our hands.
Yeah, especially when you look at how both teams got into this final race and repeating what they did before. It used to be China at some point, but it seems the power is shifting, further, to the east. But I'm particularly excited for Japan. Those of remember a couple of years back, their women's national team also stole the World Cup.
Yeah.
So I think that set the tone, for trying to replace some of those old legs, because they were about one of the oldest teams in the tournament about that point. So it's good to know that investment always pays off, and it's a lesson for us to hear that progress or success is not rocket science. It's not something you just sleep and then the next morning you wake up and then you say you want to
plan. If you fail to plan,
you plan to fail.
Then you are planning to fail. All right. Very quickly, Wale, Luis Suarez picked up his European Golden Shoe Award, top scorer with close to 40 goals last season.
Yeah, 40 goals scored. Second time we'll be winning this one, and got 40, a monstrous tally of goals in La Liga. And he beat Ronaldo, so this one was all favorite for me. Beat him by 5 goals. Ronaldo had 35. Ronaldo even had to come third because Napoli's Gonzalo Higuain, who now plays at Juventus, emerged second with 36 goals. But it's been a wonderful season for Suarez. Just last night, the MSN show got into more than 100 goals just in 2016. I think his fortunes really changed since he left Liverpool. And I wonder what will have happened if he had joined Arsenal, because I don't think we'll have achieved this level of success if you had joined Arsenal. But at Barcelona, he's won everything. And he says he wants to retire even at Barcelona, and that's the length to show how much he's grown. His relationship also with key players like Messi, Neymar has improved. I think he stays close to Messi also in terms of where he lives in Barcelona. So things have really improved, and it can only get better for the Uruguay.
All right, so that's it. That's the guy, European Golden Shoe Award winner, and already he has a lot of goals to his name in the new season. Surely enjoying his life at Barcelona. Let's come to basketball now very quickly. Femi is here with us. Femi, I have a lot of stories here that you've lined up. Lagos 3x3 basketball. Tell us about it. Let's start with that. Lagos 3x3. What exactly are you talking about?
Well, it's the 3-on-3 version of basketball. As we all know, that's a trend that is being pushed by the international governing body, FIBA, and they are
3-on-3, full court or half court?
It's half court, just 3 players against 3 players. That's where the 3-on-3 came from, instead of the regular 5. It's just like when you have beach soccer and the football 5s, or the futsal. It's just an adaptation of the main event in itself. But now FIBA is now investing in these programs, and they've made it independent. Now, Lagos, yes, there was one that was done, some times ago, but this is done by Lagos in partnership, with a private organization, and it's endorsed by FIBA itself. So, which means players that participate will get FIBA ranking points, because all the players are at some point will be invited to compete against each other, both on the national level and independent level, because you could 3 of us now can decide to put up a team, in the 3-on-3 basketball challenge. And since it's FIBA graded, we get points, and we could get invited to Venezuela tomorrow to play against the champions there, and there's a world championship as well. So by November 6th, we'll be having the tour, in Lagos, and they'll be using 4 different venues. So we'll be finding out who the champions of these various venues will be. I think the first stop will be at the Lukweju basketball court, outdoor, while they would play also in Yaba, and they'll play also in Ikoyi as well, in between. The 4th venue escapes my memory at the moment, but the beautiful thing is that it gives an opportunity also for the basketball players to be engaged. Now the season is off, so now this is a perfect opportunity for players to play. And meanwhile, even league players can play even mixed with amateurs, because we've seen professional players also play the 3-on-3 at a global level. So it is not per se meant for a certain cadre of players or certain age level of players. Everybody's involved. It's a team of 4, 3 people on the court at once. They play against each other, try to outscore themselves, and then win. So the Lagos 3-on-3 will be going on, from November 6th to 29th, in between 4 different venues across Lagos, Ilukweju, Yaba, and we have Road Park, Ikeja. Yes, that's the 4th place where it will be taking place, at various times. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be more like a festival, and of course, it's a new way of also engaging, some of these athletes, because hopefully this will become, an annual event, playing the Lagos 3-on-3 tour, and before you know it, it could become national, and we have international teams also coming in, because that's the way it's done in other climes, in the world. They have the 3-on-3. The Lagos 3-on-3 can still be, an invitational for probably the best team in Benin, best team in South Africa to come also and compete, because at the end of the day, you get points, and those points make you eligible for other tournaments, just like the way it is in tennis, more or less. When you play, you get points, then you get to the Grand Slams, to play and fight for national and international trophies.
All right, let's go to another thing very quickly, Femi. The continental representation for Nigeria. What's the story about customs? Funds have finally come.
Finally.
Have they come at the right time or a little too late?
Well, a little too late for me, because it's of course going to have stalled kind of preparation. The team's custom would have had, at least it would have been better than what it is. But it eventually came in, very late, about yesterday, from what I was told. So the team will be going out tomorrow to Lomé. The games will start properly, on Saturday, and they'll be competing against the champions of Zone 3. Of course, the champions of Niger, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Liberia, Burkina Faso will be coming together. I don't know if every team will be coming, just like we had the case of Dolphins pull out in the female category. Some of those other countries too, their champions may not show up or may show up, but they still have to be prepared, to fight against. But I like the fact that the customer have gone on to recruit, 4 experienced legs, so to speak, or hands, as you want to call it. Dike Azoma, multiple most valuable player, in the DSTV Premier Basketball League. Of course, they also have the likes of Moses Daudu, a super point guard, who won the championship with Mark Mentors, sometimes past, and I've also started for Union Bank as well. We have Abdurrahman Mohamed, who will be playing for Customs, and Dennis Ibikoro, another stalwart, in Nigerian basketball. So it's good to see that they are adding a little bit of experience to the already youth, that they have, that got them, a place on the continental spot. And I like the fact that they tried their best to ensure that they will be representing the zone in the qualifiers. I can't remember the last time all our representatives during the elimination didn't qualify. This is just qualification, a prelude, to the final, getting to the group stage, which will be in Egypt later on in December. But business has to be done first, in Lomé, come the 30th of this month, to ensure, come Saturday, where it will start, 25th to 30th. That's where they will battle for the championship in the zonal qualifiers.
We wish Customs the very best of luck, and hope that they're able to fly our flag proudly. Let's wrap up the show tonight by talking about those pretty girls in the United States. Well, Nigerians they are, but they are playing in the WNBA, and they are playing for the US, the Ogumike sisters.
Yeah.
What's the story? Interesting story of these 2 girls. Apart from doing so well in the WNBA for their clubs, they are also getting some recognition of the courts.
Exactly, and that's what comes out when you are performing, beautifully, on the court, and you're doing excellent work. So the most valuable player of this season, Nneka Ogimike, was elected as the president of the WNBA Players Association, while her sister will be the vice president.
Wow.
But she has to take care of business tonight. Meanwhile, because they are playing the WNBA final, game 5
Game 5 tonight.
Series tied at 2-2. So wish her all the best. Hopefully she wins it. That will be her first WNBA title. She got into the WNBA in 2014 with her most valuable player trophy. I think it would be a fantastic way to end a beautiful year for her.
All right, and that's how we have to end sports tonight as well. This Thursday. Wale, thank you so much for your time. Yeah. Femi, thank you for your time as well. Yemi Adebayo was here much earlier. Thank you as well to Yemi and to you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.